Good morning, magandang umaga. Welcome to the program Agenda. Thank you for being with us this morning. It's a Monday morning, December 12, 2022. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, welcoming you to a new week, a new beginning, and hoping, praying, and wishing you all happiness and good health. Okay, magpakondisyon na po kayo. Get into shape because in about a dozen days or even less, from the looks of it, Christmas parties will be happening a lot this week and the following week. So some of you will be facing your greatest challenge. Will I eat more? Will I exercise more? Will I just stay away from the party? Or your greatest regret, hindi na naman ako nabunot sa raffle. Okay, so ako po wala na. Nag-abstain na lang ako sa ganyan. Mabuti na yung hindi nabibigo. Okay? Don't rely on raffles. Go and get yourself the gift you've always wanted. But if only if you can afford it and it's not at someone else's expense. Okay, like I said, it's a Monday and thank you for all of you who are subscribers of Cignal TV, viewers of One News on channels 8 and 250, and syempre naman po, those of you who watch Agenda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate your support. And it would be great if you also send us your feedback via Facebook. Okay? Kasi meron pong mga nag-feedback like si Mr. Celso Mendoza Jr. He sent me a feedback medyo late na kagabi. Ay ako po ay tulog probinsyano here in Lipa City. So he said that his hope is that one day I would have a program like straight from the shoulder of my father, Louis Beltran. Yan po panapanahon lang. To each his own. One's destiny is written by the Lord. So happy na po tayo and grateful for Agenda where we are the platform for those people and organizations who don't have a channel, who don't have a platform, and we want to give them their voice. Okay, so good morning to all our viewers abroad, those of you who watch us via Facebook and on YouTube. Maraming salamat po. And special good morning to my friend Jeffrey C. or Jam SBGF. Yun yung kanyang kodigo. Good morning, kapatid. And also Mr. Charlie Mendoza. Thank you very much for your gift yesterday. Very unexpected, and it brings back a lot of memories. And Doc Ronjin Zolante, Doc Ronjin texted me this morning to comment on a column. On the column I wrote for the Philippine Star this morning, it is about investing in your happiness. So if you have the time, please get a copy of the Philippine Star today so you can read my column about investing in your happiness. Okay, now let's get on with the day's daily starter, and it comes from the great writer C.S. Lewis, and it goes, "The chief of misery is pride. Without pride, there is no offense. Pride is what made the devil. Okay, and my friend Marcus Barrett shared that on his Facebook, and he actually added to that message by saying, ingratitude is the ugly stepchild of pride. When you are ungrateful for what you have, chances are there is a seed of pride in you. Kumbaga, hindi ka mapagpasalamat sa biyaya, wala kang pasasalamat sa mga nakakamit mo sa buhay, you don't recognize those who have blessed you. So that is ingratitude, and soon your pride will become manifest. And he pointed out, if pride can turn an archangel into Satan, what do you think it can turn you into? Okay, yung po mga iba dyang mga misis o mga in-law, huwag na kayo magko-comment tungkol dun sa kamag-anak ninyo, kasama niyo. Sabihin niyo, nandito yung example. Walang ganyan na. Okay, let's now go to the front page of the Philippine Star. And the front page for today, December 12, 12/12/22. Okay, the front page, House caution versus rushing Maharlika. Okay, ito po ay tungkol doon sa Maharlika Sovereign Fund or Maharlika Wealth Fund na gusto raw i-railroad ng mga congressman sa Kongreso, and their fellow congressmen are already calling their attention. Be careful, slow down, huwag kayong ma-pressure, huwag kayong magmadali just because the authors are the leaders of Congress or the lower house does not mean that it is something that we should just blindly sign on. Kasi maraming beses na po, there are a lot of times when members of Congress just signed in exchange for I scratch your back, you scratch my back kind of deal, and they all got crucified for it. So warning lang po, we are not saying it's illegal, but we are saying if it becomes a disaster, your names will perpetually be on the line of signatures. Okay, at the top of the front page, the header, DOJ to gather verified information on Kibuloy. The Department of Justice will be evidence, reports, material information related to the declaration of the U.S. Treasury Department saying that the Pastor Kibuloy was involved or is involved in long-term human trafficking, rape, and financial misconduct, okay, or criminal act. So, bago raw po mag-desisyon o gumalaw ang DOJ, they have to gather all of the information and will share information with the U.S. Department of Justice and Treasury and will consult with U.S. lawyers, if I read correctly, because it is something that they don't want to just jump into prematurely or ignorantly. So, wala na. There is no stopping the train because it already left the station. The best that the Philippines can do is really follow the path of law and cooperate with their partners in the United States. Okay, and syempre, tututukan natin yan. We hope to invite the parties concerned or experts on the matter. We won't touch the case, but you know, how do these things come about? What will the process be? Okay, further in the paper, further down, we have this huge photo of Pacman, Manny Pacman Pacquiao, as he watches his opponent, okay, during a exhibition. Okay, Filipino boxing icon Manny Pacquiao once again showed his prowess by scoring a unanimous decision over martial arts expert DKU, okay, whom he knocked out on the 6th and final round of their exhibition yesterday in South Korea. So, may ibubuga pa si Pacman kahit pang exhibition laang. Okay. And further down, Typhoon Rosal seen to weaken into a low pressure area, tropical depression. Ewan ko ba, hindi ko na alam ang kaibahan. Tropical depression Rosal is forecast to dump rains in parts of Luzon and other areas of the country today as it weakens into a low-pressure area tonight, according to the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration or PAG-ASA. Okay, yan po. So, hindi man pumasok o naging bagyo, ganap na bagyo in the Philippines, we advise our viewers and your families, make sure you have a raincoat or at least an umbrella because chances are it's going to rain at one point or another. Okay, that photo in the center of the Philippine Star front page today is a photo of residents in Candon City, okay, in Ilocos Sur, during the floral parade featuring 21 municipalities of the 2nd District as part of the Fiesta Candon festivities in Ilocos Sur. The year's theme has participants recreating their favorite Disney movie characters. Yan pong nakikita ninyo ay base daw on how to tame or train a dragon. Okay, parang ganun. Okay. Meanwhile, 83 arrested in online lending scam. Okay. There is 83 individuals were arrested by the Manila Western Police for participating in an online lending scam where papautangin ka nga pero gugulpihin ka naman sa harassment online where apparently these 83 people were caught calling the various individuals who loaned money from their group, and they were being threatened, humiliated, etc. And even the contacts of their friends were being used, etc. So, ayun, binalikan sila ng Western Police District. And speaking of online, congratulations to the Chief PNP because apparently they are also arresting people on online sabong. Illegal online sabong. Okay, sana all. Sana all yung mga illegal na mahuli na because apparently PNP Chief Azurin wants his people to go after them. Meanwhile, President Bongbong Marcos appeals for support as Philippines faces new challenges after his elections. In a meeting with his supporters at Malacanang last Saturday, Marcos expressed hope that those who voted for him would help his administration perform its responsibilities to the nation. Okay. Meanwhile, President Marcos was set to fly to Brussels, Belgium last night to participate in the European Union Association of Southeast Asia Nations commemorative summit from December 12 to 14. Okay, the ASEAN and EU are celebrating the 45th anniversary of their dialogue partnership this year. Okay, yan na po. And further into the news, we have a photo of businessmen and particularly businessman Joey Concepcion, okay, who was in a meeting with President BBM where he was pushing for agri-micro entrepreneurship because the philosophy is agriculture investments and businesses have the greatest number of employees or job generation potential, and therefore if the government focuses on agri-micro entrepreneurship, then it would help create jobs. Okay, sana lang ay maayos na ng Department of Agriculture yung kanilang mga intramurals, mga replacement of scientists, etc., and streamline their policies, because to this day, people are still questioning, wondering, ano ba talaga ang sistema ngayon? Okay. Last but not the least, Angkas. Okay, the motorcycle hailing platform Angkas was one of only 2 companies from the Philippines cited for leadership during the Steward Leadership Summit held in Singapore. Okay, on November 30. Ay, medyo atrasado itong dumating na press release na ito. Pero nonetheless, it is a recognition of something that has become an institution in the Philippines, Angkas. Okay, just a side note, kahapon po, was very historical for me, personally historical. Because for the first time, nakagamit kami ng Grab Deliver dito sa Lipa City. I was able, my wife actually was able to get a Grab Deliver to send a package to my friend Jeffrey C. in Malbar. Okay, 1 town away. Malaking bagay sa amin yun. Kasi piruin nyo, may Grab Deliver na sa Lipa City. Dati pag nag-deliver yung Yellow Cab Pizza, celebration na kami. Now, pati Grab na we are digitalized, as they say. We are online and digitalized. Okay, by the way, speaking of online and digitalized, thank you, PLDT Home Fiber Optic Internet. Thank you, Marco Borlongan, sir, for your support of Agenda here in Lipa City, kung saan wala kaming patid, wala kaming laglag. Okay, let's now go to our subject matter. Please don't miss our interview today, because it's on a very interesting topic. Whether you live in Metro Manila or you live outside Metro Manila, but you are a Filipino, it is important that you watch today's interview, because we are going to talk about a project, a government project. The subway ba? Yung subway na inumpisahan ng Duterte administration. But many of us don't know the beginning and the end, how it will cross the Pasig River, etc., etc. So, without further ado, let's go to our interview guest today. And she is an engineer. Let's find out from this video introduction. Gabriel, roll out the Betamax.
Engineer Mikee Mendoza is the project manager of the Metro Manila Subway project. The subway is expected to serve over 500,000 passengers daily once operational.
Okay. Mukhang naputol. Mukhang naputol yung intro natin. Okay, Engineer Mikee Mendoza, are you there? Good morning, Mikee. Yun.
Yes, good morning po.
Okay, thank you for joining us, Mikee. Talagang excited ako sa interview na ito. But before we do anything about the subway project, what it's properly titled, may we know more about you? Kasi alam mo, pag tinitingnan kita, hello, parang kaedad mo lang yung mga pamangking kong napakabata. And how does one like you become the spokesperson for a multi-billion project? Mikee, what is your designation and under what government office do you fall under?
I am currently the project manager for the Metro Manila Subway project under the railway sector of the Department of Transportation po.
Project manager? Teka. Hindi madali ang trabaho ng project manager. Ano ba? Ilang cum laude at summa cum laude ba meron ka para maging project manager?
I've been with DOTR po since 2015. So, DOTC pa po siya noon.
Mhm.
I joined the DOTR as part of the Project Development Service. So, yung Project Development Service, ang ginagawa po nila is sila po yung nag-survey ng lahat ng projects ng DOTR sa different areas.
Mhm.
So, malaki po ang hawak ng DOTC, lahat po ng airports sa buong Pilipinas. So, minsan po nade-deploy po tayo sa ibang lugar para po mag-survey. And then, aside from that po, ang na-assign po talaga sa akin is the Metro Manila Subway Project since the pre-feasibility study stage. So, pinagdaanan po, lahat po na witness ko yung pre-feasibility study stage, feasibility study, detailed design, procurement, and right now, nagsisimula na po tayo sa construction.
Okay, you are by virtue of the introduction, you were introduced as an engineer. What sort of an engineer are you? And ano ka ba? Industrial engineer ka ba or mechanical engineer?
Civil engineer po from UST.
Ayun, civil engineer. Pasensya ka na, Iha, no? Kasi ang daming engineer, iba-iba yung civil means projects, constructions, etc.
Yes po.
Okay. And how did you end up with the DOTC, DOTR?
After graduation, meron pa pong time for us para mag-take ng board exam. So right after the board exam, naghanap po ako ng trabaho, nagpasa po ako ng CV sa DOTR and yun, natanggap naman po.
Why go, and I'm not being derogatory, hindi ako nangaasar, hindi ako nangungutya, but most people will say, hello naman, Mikey, graduate ka civil engineering, nag-apply ka sa gobyerno, you could have made more money working abroad, or in the private sector. Ano ba yan? Parang destiny, nangyari lang? Or did you really have it in your heart to be in government?
Sa totoo lang po, magiging honest po ako na nangyari lang po siya. Pero nung pumunta po ako sa gobyerno, nakita ko po na marami pa po tayong kulang. Kaya napakaganda po na opportunity na maging bahagi ako ng DOTR.
Okay.
Katulad po nga po nitong project po natin na Metro Manila Subway, pinakauna pong subway sa Pilipinas, makakatulong po talaga sa problema natin sa mass transportation.
Okay, pero may kamag-anak ka, kasali ka ba sa Kamag-anak Incorporated o may ninong ka ba sa DOTR? Kasi, you're young, you're a woman, I mean, the way things are in this reality of ours, the chips were against you, okay, or the odds were against you that you could be in this really dream project.
Wala po akong kamag-anak sa DOTR. Nagkataon lang po yung mga kaklase ko po na una po silang mag-apply, nauna po sila kasi parang habang nag-aaral for the board exam, nag-join na sila sa DOTR. Nag-OJT sila here as part of the requirements po sa school. And then, tinuloy-tuloy na po nila.
Okay. And ngayon, wala na sila dyan. Ikaw na lang natira.
Opo.
Ikaw na lang natira, no? Ganyan naman lagi. Yung sumunod, humabol, siya yung naiwan. Okay. Anyway, Mikey, so how did all of this subway thing, ano ba yung official or formal name or title ng project na yan? You're the project manager for the Metro Manila Subway Project. Ganun lang kasimple yan?
Opo, Metro Manila Subway Project Phase 1. So, phase 1 pa lang po itong ginagawa po namin. Ang plano po is magkaroon pa po ng phase 2. So, mag-e-extend siya further north and further south. Currently, ang endpoint po natin sa north is the East Valenzuela Station. Nasa dulo po ito ng Mindanao Avenue. Malapit po dun sa NLEX East.
Okay. So, pero sandali, saan ang umpisa, saan ang tapos? Or, because in many countries, subways start in the middle and branch out. Now, for the Metro Manila Subway Project, how is it designed? Is it point to point or end to end?
It's a north-south line po kasi ang meron po tayo ngayon, as you know po yung MRT3 po natin which is circumferential. Nakalinya po siya sa EDSA. And then yung line 1 po natin which is also a north-south line. And then the PNR, it's a northwest to southeast yung ating NSCR system, north-south commuter railway system, which will be following the PNR line. And then yung MMSP naman po will cut straight sa gitna, almost straight na sa east side part po siya. So magsa-start po siya sa East Valenzuela with the East Valenzuela station.
Okay.
And it will go down to Quezon City. Magkakaroon po tayo ng interface with the MRT3 and MRT7 at North Avenue. So MRT3 po, Quezon Avenue. And then our interconnection with Line 2 will be at Anonas. So dadaan din po siya doon sa part na yon. And then bababa na po ito ng Ortigas. Papasok po ito sa Camp Aguinaldo. And then baba po ng Ortigas. And then Taguig area. So sa BGC magkakaroon po ng station mismo sa tapat ng Market.
Okay, Mikee, we have time, so don't rush, no? So that yung nakikinig medyo makuha. So, okay, East Valenzuela Station, you said, is at the end of Mindanao Avenue.
Yes.
Now, it will connect from Mindanao Avenue to North EDSA Station, kung saan may MRT ngayon. Malapit doon sa SM, Ayala, Trinoma.
Yes po. To be specific po, yung location po ng North Avenue Station natin will be at the Veterans Memorial, the Veterans Golf Course po.
Ayun, sa golf course. Okay, now, yan ba susunod sa mga kalsada underground? Kumbaga, okay, merong main road sa ibabaw, pero magta-tunnel kayo sa ilalim? Or is it a totally new path or line na tinatahak nyo?
It's a totally new path po, pero ang principle po namin is as much as possible, we use government properties para wala po masyadong private properties na maapektuhan. Hanggat maaari din po yung tunnel po natin, nilalagay po namin sa ilalim ng road. Kaya lang po, dito po sa may east side, medyo may difficulty lang po kami kasi wala naman po tayong roads na diretso pababa. So, from Manila, yung mga roads po natin, halos lahat pa letter C. So, dito po tayo sa may east side, hindi po lahat nasa ilalim ng kalsada. Pero as much as possible, yun po yung tinry namin ma-achieve.
So, meron din above ground, much like in New York or in Holland. In the Netherlands, I've seen that there's something underground, but it would also go above ground, etc.
Yes po. So yung mga above ground po natin, of course yung mga entrance and exit, kung saan po papasok at lalabas yung mga tao, may mga shafts din po tayo doon for ventilation. Our emergency exits are also above ground. And aside from that, yung pinakamalaking part po ng project natin na above ground ay yung depot, which is in Valenzuela. So nakakabit po siya doon sa East Valenzuela Station. Yun po yung tinatawag na parking ng train or stabling yard. Yun yung
yun yung kumbaga, sige, yun ang paradahan.
Apo, yun ang paradahan. So doon po sa paradahan, aside from the trains na makikita natin na nandun kapag hindi ginagamit, andun din po ang Philippine Railway Institute.
Philippine what?
Philippine Railway Institute.
Meron na tayong Philippine Railway Institute?
Yes po, magkakaroon po tayo ng Philippine Railway Institute kung saan doon po ititrain lahat ng magiging empleyado ng operations and maintenance, not just for the subway, but also for the existing and future lines. So,
okay, so that's great to hear. So we will now have a Philippine Railway Institute. Now, okay, so But pasensya ka na, no? Sa sobrang dami nung umpisa at katapusan, where does it really start? So, does it start in East Valenzuela?
Yes.
Kasi may nakita na ako, hinuhukay nyo na doon. They're big, parang tunnel doon sa may papuntangang NLEX eh.
Opo. Yung pong East Valenzuela Station, yun po yung north end. So yun po yung dulo sa north ng ating Metro Manila Subway. And then yung dulo naman po sa south ay yung Bikutan Station. And
Okay.
magkakaroon po ng spur towards NAIA Terminal 3.
Okay, so balikan ko lang yung East Valenzuela going to North EDSA, no? How many kilometers is that? How long will it take for you to complete the boring, the structure, etc. na para masabing, oh, completed na yung project na yan from Valenzuela to North EDSA?
Yung program po natin for the CP101, yun po kasi yung unang contract package natin for that. From East Valenzuela to North Avenue Station is around 70 months po. So, yung mismong tunneling will be just around 1 year per segment. So, yun po siya. Hiwalay po yung station construction. Usually po kasi, akala ng mga tao, yung tunneling, ang gamit po natin, tunnel boring machine. It's a 7-meter tunnel boring machine na gamitin po natin para po dun sa tunnels natin. Isang tunnel po, isang train. So, 2 tunnels po per segment ang meron tayo. Ang akala po ng mga tao, yung paggamit ng tunnel boring machine, yung matagal sa construction ng subway. Pero ang katunayan po niyan, ang critical path for the construction part ng subway is the station construction. So yung station construction po natin, average po 67 months ang construction. Kasi ang station po natin, talagang paghuhukay ang kailangan gawin. From top to bottom. So una nilang gagawin, ilalagay po nila yung diaphragm wall, saka po unti-unting pupukayin hanggang makompleto po yung buong structure. Tapos saka po nila bubuin yung entrance and exits.
Okay. Mikey, let's go for a quick break and then tatanungin na kita detalye regarding, okay, so you're doing tunnel boring. When you dig the hole, do you put in a capsule, prefab, metal thing, or yan ba, buhusan ng simento na naman, etc. We'll go for a quick break, one quick break, and all the way to the finish, talagang puro na tayo subway ang usapan. We'll be right back here on Agenda.
Thank you po.
Welcome back to the program agenda. With us this morning, continuing our conversation, is the project manager of the Metro Manila Subway project, none other than engineer Mikee Mendoza. Mikee, thank you for staying with us. Okay, let's go through step by step. You start from East Valenzuela, Barangay Ugong, and then that's where the depot will be. And then they're doing the tunneling already. When the builders or the engineers or whatever dig the hole, ang system ba is you dig the hole and then you put in the steel bar framing and you spray with special concrete for the tunnel, or are these capsules that are injected, parang yung sa mga tunnel boring abroad na sinasaksakan lang nila ng mga prefabricated capsules?
Yung pangalawa po, gumagamit po tayo ng prefabricated segments. So yung segments po natin ngayon, ginagawa po yan sa Bulacan, sa Norzagaray. Doon po siya prefabricate, dadalhin po dito sa Metro Manila. Yun po yung gagamitin para mabuo po yun natin yung tunnel. Ang gamit po natin na machine ay tunnel boring machine. Tinatawag po TBM. Na ang feature po niya ay earth pressure balance. So binabalanse po niya yung pressure ng lupa habang kinakain po niya yung lupa. Mm-hmm. So kakainin po niya yung lupa, aandar po siya ng kaunti, tapos maglalagay po ng isang ring ng segment, consist of five main segments and then one key segment, yung pang-lock po nung segment na yon. And then mag-move on po ulit into excavation, hukay po ulit, tapos ilalagay po ulit yung ring. Gamit po yung mga segment na prefabricated. Tapos,
okay. Oh yeah, go ahead. Tapos,
meron din pong grout na nilalagay sa labas nung segment po na yon. So, sa pagitan po ng segment at nung lupa, meron pong maliit na gap kung saan naglalagay po tayo ng grout para maprotektahan po natin yung tunnel and yung lupa din po nakatabi.
Okay, now, it's made in Norzagaray, Bulacan. Hindi pala yan, it's not imported tunnel capsules. They're all made in the Philippines, I suppose, by Filipinos.
Yes po. Ang partner po natin dito sa project po na to ay mga Japanese, since this is a JICA-funded project po, or Japan International Cooperation Agency.
Okay, so they put in the tunnel capsule, so tuloy-tuloy yan, butas ng butas. Now, some people are worried. Kasama na ako doon sa mga nagwo-worry. Teka, Mikee, baka pag naghukay kayo, if you start boring under my house, may mga crack na nga yung tile ko, baka pati yung pader ko mag-crack na. Because that was an issue in Baguio or Mountain Province where there were mines, etc. And syempre, alam mo, people don't know the difference, but better for you to explain the technology involved. What guarantee do people have that if you tunnel under their villages, we won't see, anong tawag nun, yung mga pits?
Dito po sa project natin, during detailed engineering design, nagko-conduct po tayo ng finite element method analysis. So tinitignan po, FEM analysis po yung tawag. Tinitignan po natin kung ano po yung epekto ng structure natin sa kalapit na structure. So hindi lang, tsaka vice versa. So ano pong effect nila sa isa't isa. Yun po yung isa sa ginagawa natin. Isa rin po sa mga nakita po natin during detailed engineering design, maganda daw po ang kondisyon ng ating lupa. So matigas siya. Ang designers po kasi natin ay mga Japanese. So nakukumpara po nila ito sa lupa sa Japan. Kumpara daw po sa Japan, yung lupa po natin ay matigas, yung sa kanila daw po ay malambot. So may engineering solutions naman po with the different kinds of soil. So depende po kasi doon sa lupa, kung ano po yung profile ng lupa, doon sa ginagamit na machine. So, yung machine po na ginagamit po natin, akma naman po siya doon sa lupa na meron tayo dito sa Metro Manila. Ang yun po yung
Okay.
pag-aaral.
How deep are the subway tunnels? Because yun yung question with the Ortigas Meralco Avenue station ba yun? Is it, number one, is it a station? Will you be digging under the Ortigas area? And what challenges do you face? Because there are buildings, unlike Valenzuela na mostly residential, in the Ortigas area, those are high-rise, deep foundation buildings. Sabi ko, palagay ko, baka mga 10 stories deep ang huhukayin nila dyan.
Around right now po, ang pinakamababa po natin na tunnel is 11 meter from the ground. So ground level, yung top po nung mismong bilog po ng tunnel natin, ito po 11 meters. Ito po yung pinakamababaw. Nasa malalim po is nasa 30 meters na po tayo.
Ang pinakamalalim is 30 meters or about 10 stories deep.
Yes.
The 11 meters na below ground is about 3 stories deep. Now, okay. Now, doon sa Meralco Avenue, which is actually pinag-uusapan ngayon because nagkasara-sara ang mga traffic. Ano ba mangyari? What's going on there? What will be done there? Is that just a station? Because you mentioned stations are the hardest to build. They take longer than the tunnels.
Opo. Magkakaroon po tayo ng 2 station sa Ortigas. So, isa po yung sa kanto ng Ortigas Avenue and Meralco Avenue, right at the Metro Walk property po.
Okay.
So yun po yung isa, and then the second station will be at the corner naman po of Meralco Avenue and Shaw Boulevard. So yun po, ang gagawin po doon is ngayon nagkakaroon po kami ng pre-construction activities. So clearing works, utility, relocation, yung mga drainage po natin. And then kailangan din pong alisin yung median section doon po sa parte po ng Shaw Boulevard Station po natin dahil may hati po yung kalsada. Yung mismong Shaw Boulevard Station po natin will be right under the road. Yun po yung rason kung bakit kinailangan po namin isara yung kalsada for 6 years dahil doon po sa panahon na yon mangyayari yung construction or yung paghuhukay po ng station for the Shaw Boulevard Station. Doon naman po sa Ortigas station po natin, sa Metro Walk property po, nagkakaroon na po ng clearing works din po. Utility relocation po yung nauuna. Kasunod na po noon yung demolition po ng existing structures. And then right after that, nung clearing, saka po sisimulan din po yung paghuhukay ng station box.
Okay, so on Meralco Avenue corner show, it will be underground, much like in Korea and Japan. Ang station nasa ilalim talaga.
Yes po.
Okay, and 6 years to finish that project.
Yes.
Okay, now the 1 million peso question of Cito Beltran. Okay, now after you complete the Meralco Avenue Shaw Boulevard Station, saan ang direksyon ng underground subway tunnel going to BGC? What path will it follow?
May mga dadaanan na po siya na private properties.
Mm-hmm.
Ito na po yung dadaan siya sa ilalim ng Pasig River.
Okay, pero dadaan siya sa Barrio Capitolio? Will it pass through Pioneer Street? Kasi parang yun yung pustahan ngayon eh. Pustahan tayo saan ang daan yan?
Wait lang po. Yung eksakto po bang location po yung gusto
But general area, I mean, it's just kwentuhan lang naman tayo.
Opo, papasok po siya ng Capitolio area and then lalabas po dun sa may University of Makati, yung tunnel.
University of Makati, so towards C5?
Opo.
Okay, pero
Bago
paano
po
yung...
siya papasok ng BGC area.
Okay, pero ang tanong, paano kayo dadaan sa ilalim ng Pasig River? Dadaan ba kayo under the Pasig River like in France, like in ano ba yun, England, France, tunnel or whatever? Or are you going to build something on a bridge or on a structure?
Doon po sa ilalim ng Pasig River, dadaan po talaga yung tunnel sa ilalim mismo nung riverbed. So,
Okay.
kunyari, ito po yung riverbed. Ang safe distance po natin from the riverbed to the top of the tunnel is 1 diameter or 6D. Ngayon po, nasa 1.5 diameter po yung distance natin from the floor bed, riverbed of the Pasig River. Tapos doon na po dadaan yung tunnel.
Okay, and is that considered the hardest part of the project because you are dealing with a flowing river, etc.? Or sinabi ba ng mga Japon, no problem?
No problem po. No problem naman po. Kasi una sa lahat, wala pong maapektuhan na kabahayan sa ibabaw. Ang pinag-uusapan lang po natin dito ay body of water. And as long as we are following the safe distance, wala naman po tayong magiging problema dun po sa ilalim ng Pasig River.
Okay, and how long will it take for them to get under the Pasig River? Yun lang portion na yun. Meron na ba kayong calculations how many months that thing is going to take?
Ang speed po ng ating tunnel ay 8 to 10 meters per day. So siguro in a week po, tapos na po yung portion ng Pasig River.
In 1 week, ganun kabilis?
Opo. Yun nga po, yung nabanggit ko po kanina. Akala po ng mga tao ay ang pinakamatagal na portion ng subway construction ay yung tunneling. Pero yun po yung isa sa pinakamabilis. Siguro kasama na lang po sa tumatagal yung design and manufacturing po ng tunnel boring machine. Kasi tumatagal din po yun ng 12 to 14 months.
Okay, but those machines are already on the ground or are they still in the process of shipment? Kasi may nakita na ako doon sa Valenzuela, doon sa may Mindanao Avenue.
Siguro balikan lang po natin sa simula. No? Ang MMSP po kasi or Metro Manila Subway Project ay may pito na contract packages for civil works. So ito po mismo yung construction. Ang pinakauna po natin na procure is the CP101, which is from East Valenzuela to North Avenue Station. Ito pong Ortigas section po, na-award po ito noong April 2022 lang po, and nag-groundbreak po tayo noong October. Sa ngayon po, dinedesign pa lang po yung tunnel boring machine para akma po ito dun sa lupa na dadaanan dun po sa section po na yun. Kasama na rin po yung part po ng Pasig River. Ito pong nakita nyo po na available na tunnel boring machine sa may Mindanao Avenue po siya. Sa depot po yun. Magsisimula po ang hukay galing po sa depot, papunta po sa Quirino Highway Station. So yun po yung pinakauna natin na huhukayin.
Okay, so parang patikim lang pala yung nakita ko. Akala ko tuloy-tuloy na. Sabi ko, nasa na kaya yung boring machine na yan para mapakinggan natin. But okay, have there been issues? Because all the other project proponents, Skyway, NLEX, etc., lahat sila ng problema dyan sa right of way na yan. What about for the subway? Balita ko dito sa nakuha kong notes, meron pang mga nine-negotiate.
Opo, isa po yan sa mga challenges na kinaharap po namin dito sa MMSP. Nagsimula po kami from scratch. Wala po talagang available na lupa bukod po dun sa mga na-identify na government properties na pwede pong daanan ng subway. So, nabanggit ko po kanina yung sa Veterans Golf Course, Camp Aguinaldo, D&D property. We also have interface with BCDA and other government properties pa po sa bandang south. So, sa Taguig area na po yun. bukod po doon, yung the rest po kinailangan or kakailanganin pa po namin talagang i-acquire. Yung depot pa lang po, it's a 30-hectare depot, zero po yung ownership ng government doon sa area na yon. So, ngayon po, we are at 90% acquired for the CP101 depot and yung mga station areas. So, yung stations nga po, kasi nabanggit ko kanina na kailangan talagang simulan ng construction sa ibabaw, wala po sa ilalim. So, yun po. 90% may mga konti pa rin pong property owners na nagre-refuse talagang makipag-cooperate po. But we're getting help from other government agencies and LGUs po in order to proceed or to accomplish the expropriation po of those properties.
Has the option of confiscation of property been discussed? Kasi at the end of the day, while we respect private property and rights, the government retains the right of confiscation for the good of the majority in projects like this.
Hindi po. Ang sinusundan po natin dito for the right-of-way acquisition is the RA 10752 or yung Right-of-Way Acquisition Act. And of course, our JICA social safeguards. Napakahigpit po ni JICA sa social safeguards. And para po sa akin, personally, magandang bagay po iyon kasi hindi po maargabyado yung mga affected natin na property owners and of course yung mga informal settlers din po. May mga konti po although nasa Metro Manila po yung project, may mga konti rin po na informal settlers na affected.
Okay, so at this point, are you, and forgive the pun, pero nagkataon lang, are you on track?
Sa ngayon po may mga delays po tayo na na-incur because of the pandemic. And aside from that po, nabanggit nyo na po kanina, right-of-way acquisition. Although nabanggit ko rin po na 90% na po kami sa CP101, yung may mga areas po doon na kahit maliit lang po, nakabilang po siya doon sa iilang buildings na kailangan pong itayo or kailangan pong mauna in terms of the works program. So yun po yung nagko-cause ng delay. And aside from that, yung pandemic din po, yun po, medyo nagkaroon po ng adjustment sa part po ng contractor and of course sa government din po kung paano po ba natin ito gagawin nung simula. Ngayon po, medyo bumabalik na po tayo sa normal. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yung construction. Kumbaga kahit naman po nung pandemic, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Pero syempre, pagka meron pong nag-positive, meron pong konting delay na naiipon.
What about material supply, Mikee? You're an engineer and I'm sure you're familiar with the fact that pag may sumabay sa'yo na either construction boom or nagkaroon ng power shortage, etc., what are the ones affecting your flow as far as meeting deadlines? Have there been challenges for materials and or integrity of materials?
Sa materials po, wala naman pong na-report sa amin na nagkaroon ng problema. More on sa prices po, nagmahal po talaga during pandemic po, nagmahal po yung prices po ng materials po natin. Hindi naman po tayo ganun ka-apektado. Naapektuhan po tayo nung naging truck ban sa north area. Meron po kasi yung mga supplies po kasi materials po natin kinukuha po ng contractor sa north side. So, Bulacan area, Pampanga. Pero nagkaroon po kasi ng truck ban doon recently. Na-resolve na rin naman ako. So, yun po.
Okay, now what is the sentiment, position of our partners from JICA and the Japanese group? Kasi syempre, ang concern dyan, yung mga delays, how are the Japanese reacting to those unexpected delays?
Pinakauna po yung sa right-of-way. Sa totoo po niya, nag-incur po ng delay damages ang government because of delay and delivery of right-of-way. And number 2 po na pinakamahirap na challenge for them and for us is yung lack of funding. So, isang konkretong example na lang po. Noong nakaraang taon, ang na-request po namin na fund for MMSP is 39 billion peso. Pero ang nag-grant lang po sa amin ay 2.7 billion for loan proceeds and then 1 billion for GOP. Wala po kaming pambayad ng contractor. Although meron naman pong unprogrammed appropriations sa ating GAA, nabigyan po tayo ng SARO or Special Allotment Release Order.
So hindi pala yan ginawang priority in terms of funding by Congress. Kumbaga, bigay lahat para matapos.
Hindi po ako makapag-comment doon. Pero,
No, I mean, not to be controversial. Kumbaga, hindi nabigay lump sum, hindi binuhos lahat. Kumbaga, may portions lang na binigay.
Kasama po ni JICA, nagtataka rin po sila dahil bilang ito po ay ODA or Official Development Assistance, ODA-funded project, available naman po yung loan. Kumbaga, sa side po ni lending agency, nandyan naman po yung pera. Pero sa gobyerno po, hindi po namin mai-provide yung...
Kailangan yung may katapat na share ang Philippine government, in other words. Kasi hindi yan umutang lang tayo, dapat tatapatan din natin yung utang natin.
Aside from that po, kailangan nakaprogram po yung loan proceeds na gagastusin po ng gobyerno.
Ayun.
So, kunyari, kung meron pong 1 billion si JICA na available para po sa taong ito, kung tayo po ang pinrogram lang po natin ay 20 billion, yung 20 billion lang po yung pwede po nating gastusin. So, yun po yung isa sa pinakamahirap na challenges po, na challenge para dito sa project po na to.
Okay. Quick lang, Mikee, any completion date for phase 1 or whatever?
For the entire phase 1 po, based po sa ating master implementation program, our completion is at 2028 po.
2028. Sana naman buhay pa ako. Okay. Thank you very much, Mikee. Mahirap kasi magsalita ng tapos. We are never promised tomorrow. But God bless, Mikee, and your team. And of course, the DOTR. Thank you very much for joining us and explaining these things to us this morning. God bless you.
God bless din po. Thank you so much po.
Okay, that's Mikee Mendoza of the project manager of the Metro Manila Subway project. Let's go to our blessing for this week, and it is based on the Bible. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. God bless all of you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Please keep it here on One News. Thank you.